Well, hello there. Just doing a little tiny blog. We're roughly level with the Isle of Man at the moment. We're in the sea between the mainland UK and Ireland. So we're somewhere in between the UK and the Isle of Man. So we're on that level, as it were. It was a bit rainy this morning, and but the sunshine, the sun came out this afternoon, and that was quite warm actually. In the sun, it was incredibly warm. But yeah, give it a few more days, and we'll be in Liverpool. We get to Liverpool on the evening of the 28th, and I think the scientists are pushing to get us out on the 29th in the morning, but we've got work to do. We've got problems with winches, with the dry dock and everything. Some of the work got forgotten or got put back, and we've got to do the work. We didn't get a chance to do it because this layout period was so hard work. It's been it really has been tiring. Just the amount of physical labour. I know I'm getting on a bit now. Yeah, 58, coming up to fast approaching 59. Yeah, this lifestyle that I lead is pretty heavy. This is a young man's job, and I find it a bit strange. I must admit, I have lost a lot of strength. In my younger days, I would be able to lift up cylinder heads like we have on here. I could have lifted a cylinder head from the floor to the bench to work on it, but nowadays my strength has waned. I need to probably get down the gym and start lifting some weights to build up some upper body strength. I spent most of the last 5 or 6 years just cycling. As you know, I bought my road bike in 2018, and that's 5 years ago. So, well, not quite 5 years yet, but it will be in November. But yeah, so if you want to get a bike, get a road bike. That's my advice. The new gravel bikes that have come out in the last couple of years look very much like road bikes, but they got slightly fatter tyres to accommodate the gravel, and they might have a few more securing points for additional water bottles or whatever. So they're probably a little bit heavier than a standard road bike. But yeah, get out, get a bike, get going. As I said about my New Year's resolution, I am trying to be more positive. I am getting up earlier in the morning and doing a bit more. I bought my own coffee with me this trip, so I've been getting up early, making myself a nice cup of coffee in my cabin, and sitting down, trying to catch up with the news, and on the on the BBC, because we've got a television here. Yeah, try to spend that 1 hour in the mornings just getting my coffee ready, having a shower, and sorting out my laundry or whatever I need to do, that kind of stuff in the morning. Anyway, that's beside the point. Yes, there's lots of stuff happening in the world, isn't there, that I'm finding out about, like this. I mentioned before about these 15-minute cities where you will have everything you need within a 15-minute walk. Well, they're talking about 5-minute cities now. So everything you need will be within a 5-minute walk, and you will not be able to drive your car out of your zone without imposing some kind of penalty, by the looks of it. They're going to be doing away with cash, so the banks will know exactly what you're up to. They'll know exactly what political party you donate to, whether if you do or not is another thing. They'll know which magazines you buy. They'll know absolutely everything about you, because it will all be controlled by the banks. And as we've seen in Canada, where Trudeau wanted to stop the truckers from protesting the government, lawful, peaceful protests, he shut their bank accounts down, and the banks were complicit in Canada. But anyway, that's that's not why you called. I'm just here to do a little vlog. Yeah, so a week on Monday I get home, I come home, go and see my lovely Sarah. She's working earlies all that week, so I shall, when I get home I'll see her, and she'll be home for the rest of the week, so I'll have the pleasure of her company all evening for the first week, and then I don't know what her schedule is. I don't think Sarah knows either, but she'll find out. Anyway, so I've mentioned the diabetic drug that I've been taking in a video that I'm going to produce in a minute. And there's the weather has just been so appalling, really. Although it's been fairly calm all the way across from Lowestoft round to the Irish Sea and up into the sea between Ireland and the UK and the Isle of Man. I don't know what, I'll have to find out what that bit of sea is called. Anyway, we're up there, like I said earlier, and it's been really quite calm. There's a little bit rough today. The ship was moving around a little bit. You know this is because if my bathroom door hasn't got a closing mechanism, so it just, if you don't close it behind you, it'll swing shut in this kind of weather. But the last couple of days it's been absolutely still. I wouldn't have known I was at sea otherwise, which is rather strange for this particular vessel that can roll on wet grass. Yeah. Anyway, so I think I've probably rambled on enough now. So we'll call this little blog done, and I'll try and get it posted to you, and then hopefully if the weather improves I want to try and get outside. Normally what I've done in the past is I've done my little vlogs in the evening after I finish work, and go out on deck and do a little vlog, or I might take the camera around the deck after everyone else is finished on deck and have a little look. Maybe even at lunchtime, if the weather was nice, was to get out and see what fish they've caught for the scientists to have a look at. I haven't seen much really. I haven't really been around there to have a look. It would be nice to take the camera in as they're bringing the catch on, so you can see what they're getting. But like I say, the area that we're in, we should have done this survey back in November, so we're a little bit behind. So the fish that we're expecting to catch might not be here. We all know that fish are migratory species anyway, so they'll go where the food is, and I don't really think the food is up here at the moment in the up in the Irish Sea area where we are. It might be the Celtic Sea, is it? Something like that, Celtic Sea, something like, I don't know. Anyway, because we're off of Wales and further north off Liverpool, like I said, near the Isle of Man. So yeah, the fish might not be here, so that might explain why we're not catching a great deal of fish. Right. Anyway, so yeah, we'll call this little vlog an end, and I'll try and get some. If I can't post it today or tomorrow, because we are in sight of land at the moment, right where some large, what do you call it, windmills are, the wind farms. So we're off there at the moment, off of Wales and Liverpool area. So we'll in between there. We'll check. I'll go and check the map and try and get it right. Anyway, so that's about it. I've done enough for today. So we'll call it quits.